Donald Trump is the first president in American history to lose more elections than he has won. The only president to come back and win a non-consecutive term was Grover Cleveland Alexander, the winner of the 1984 election, lost the 1988 election. Grover Cleveland won the 1892 election, the 27th election in American history was 1892. 1892 is also the year of the dragon. Obama won election in the year of the dragon. Joe Biden's going to win every election in the year of the dragon. His vice president, Barack Obama. This was the 27th election. 33 elections later, we see Donald Trump failing to match Grover Cleveland, because Grover Cleveland won the popular vote each time. He lost the Electoral College in 1888. Donald Trump has already lost the popular vote twice. Most of America, Grover Cleveland didn't divide America during a crisis. He wanted to get rid of the tariffs. He was against foreign expansion. He was against intervention, interventionist policies. He was against political corruption. Donald Trump is for political corruption. He's for the wealthy. Donald Trump divided America during a crisis. He attempted an insurrection. It doesn't even come close. Grover Cleveland held the umbrella over Benjamin Harrison's head during his inauguration. 33 elections later, Catholic presidents are going to go 3 for 3 in elections. JFK won 1960, Joe Biden won in 2020, and Joe Biden's going to win in 2024. Biden was 78 years of age when he was sworn into office. The second Catholic president since John F. Kennedy, and Joe Biden's going to beat Donald Trump, who's going to fail to win non-consecutive terms. Donald Trump instead will be the first president to lose the majority of his elections, only winning 1 out of 3 elections. This is what Donald Trump, June 14 of 1946, is about. And for Biden and the Democrats, this is going to be an unprecedented 24-year run in the White House ever since George Bush fucked up the world with Iraq and the housing bubble and the 9/11 inside job that big oil did to take over oil resources in the Middle East. November the 5th of 2024 is a 24/6 day numerology. This is an unprecedented 24-year run where the Democrats have the White House for 20 of the last 24 years. This is in part what Joe Biden, being born in 1942, which is 16/7, this is what Joe Biden's life path at 20-2 is about. Democrats own the White House for 20 out of the last 24 years, in part because of loser Donald Trump. So that is what we get with Biden in office at 78 years of age. 33 elections after Grover Cleveland won in 1892. Catholic presidents go 3 for 3. Donald Trump fails to win non-consecutive terms. And the president from Delaware is going to win this election, 33 elections after Grover Cleveland became president again after losing the election. And it seldom happens. 1940, Herbert Hoover failed to get the nomination. Roosevelt ran for 8 years, decided to be a lame duck president, wasn't going to run for a third term. Republican Party outed him. Republican Party was going against the progressives, against the progressive policies. And he ran with the Bull Moose Party, Theodore Roosevelt, the third time around because he didn't get the nomination. Van Buren, the financial panic, he was hurt. He did not get his party's nomination. He ran third party. The Trump cult will get the nomination. And again, this is a cult. Joe Biden, think about it. Joe Biden has dementia. The dementia patient has passed more bipartisan infrastructure deals than demented done. Joe Biden's on the right track to win with Gen Z and Gen X. The Republican Party will not fight for women's rights or climate change. These are losing issues. What has Joe Biden done since he was president? He passed the economic stimulus package. His Build Back Better, it failed Congress at first, but the first element, the COVID rescue plan, the American Rescue Plan, did pass. Well, Donald Trump up the jobs back, right? The trade deficit increased under Donald Trump. It was Joe Biden that brought jobs back to America with the CHIPS and Science Act. It was a boost to domestic manufacturing. They prevented the first ever national default to raise the debt ceiling. America was back into the Paris Climate Accord. He withdrew troops from Afghanistan. He has stood up to Vladimir Putin in the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Overall, Joe Biden is absolutely going to wipe the floor of Donald Trump. Most Americans are not going to forget this failure of leadership during a crisis. The tax breaks for the billionaires, for the wealthiest of Americans. He failed to pass a better health care plan. Joe Biden expanded Obamacare. And Trump did nothing. This is the clown right here that failed to pass. Demented Biden has passed more bipartisan infrastructure deals than this bozo right there. Biden's got this in the bag. Donald Trump is no Grover Cleveland. Not even close. Trump is the losingest president in the history of this country. He's lost more elections than he's won. The Republican Party cult are just going to give Biden 4 more years. Donald Trump's going to lose again for the second straight time. A twice impeached 2-time loser of a presidential election, Donald Trump. There you go. Joe Biden's 2 for 2. Trump's not even close to Grover Cleveland. He stands alone, Grover Cleveland Alexander. Donald Trump is simply finished goods. The voters of this country, again, are not very smart. Grover Cleveland is 73. Joseph is 73. Well, the Republican voters are stupid because they don't know any better that anyone other than Trump would actually have a good chance against Joe Biden. But again, they're not very bright. Ironically, the worst candidate, Trump, is the Republicans' worst candidate in the general election against Joe Biden. Young voters came in, halted the red wave. The same thing again. Failed president. It's a failed president. Lose again. Biden's going to beat Trump again. Biden has done more for this country than Donald Trump has. Largest tax break in America since the days of Ronald Reagan. Great stuff. Great stuff. 20 out of 24 years. Democrats have the White House because of Donald Trump. Because of loser Donald Trump. A 13-4 lifepath, only precedent for 4 years. It's too easy. Too easy to see which president was better for America. Certainly not the GOP. Trump got rid of the oversight for the COVID money, so all of it gone to those who didn't need it because of Donald Trump. because of Donald Trump. Gematria is clear. Trump is 88 and 25. Losers. That's all Donald Trump is. He's lost more elections than he's won. This is his place in American history. He started insurrection. He ignored the pandemic. There are a lot of retards in this country if they think Donald Trump should be president again. Most people want someone other than Biden or Trump, but most sane people know that Donald Trump is the worst possible president out there that could be running America right now. And they are right. And this is why Trump will win. And this is why Ivanka's been distancing herself, getting ready for 2028 down the line. That's what she's getting ready for. And she knows Trump is poison. More to come on Ivanka.